What's New Wednesday? So just off the top, um, the IOD launch has been pretty amazing response. So thank you to everyone. I do know that any back um, issues of anything, so sometimes when they're released and they say that they're limited edition, there's a limited amount of stock in the US and in Canada that we can maybe jump on ordering, because some people don't, some of the stockists don't order ahead. All that's gone. So any of the release items are now limited to whatever the stockists have on hand. So I do still have at least one of everything, a little bit more of some things that I ordered a tremendous amount from. Okay, volume. um, so there is still some, but again, once it's gone, it's gone. So usually once things are gone, people ask, oh, can't you get more? No, there is no more to be gotten. It's all sold out. So it's just limited to whatever the stockists have, and that's it now. So if you haven't picked anything up and you've been wanting to see projects that people do with it, just bear in mind that other people are doing the same, and it could be gone, it could be out. I have just started. I think today was the first day of videos where I had a chance to be able to play and show you guys a little bit of what I did. So a couple of thrifted Christmas projects. And in particular, I wanted to show tinsel because I think that a lot of people, certainly my customers, haven't really understood the gold foil transfers. And if you saw the projects, they just looked awesome, and especially going into the holiday season. So I'm going to do some more projects with that one. But again, for his, I've got mine, and I only used less than a page, I think, already. So I still have a bunch of pages left to go. But once they're gone, we're done. I am going to be filming, I think, tomorrow, another one that I've been dying, I tell you, to do. So I have been waiting for the release to happen so that I could have a chance to be able to do this particular craft with them, with the taper molds. So I'm gonna break into the molds and have something to show you, I think, next week. So it should be okay. The videos this week, obviously today's was using some of the IOD transfers from the Christmas release. Monday was all about color mixing. And in particular, what I wanted to show you was a way, regardless of whatever paint line that you are using, to be able to inexpensively and easily play with color. And I know that there's a lot of you out there that wonder about color, and anybody mentions color mixing and your eyes glaze over and roll back in your head, and you don't know the color wheel. This doesn't require you to know any of that. And usually what it means is if you can take two colors and make a really nice third color from them, then those first two colors go together. If you have a hard time getting any kind of nice colors from the mix, those colors don't go together. So it's a good way for you to be able to understand kind of what colors are going to sit well beside each other on a piece, or that you could use and blend on a piece perhaps. But it's also a way that if you are purchasing limited numbers of colors, how can you get the most bang out of them? So, here, if you had, I can't read this upside down, I'm kind of going Marquee. So if you had Marquee and Queen Bee in the DIY line, you can get all of these peachy terracotta tones from them, no problem. And if you start adding white or cream, then it starts to soften. So it's the same, cake batter and bohemian blue, you get all of these colors. you start adding in a little bit of pink, you start going into the purple tones. So you don't have to have a lot of colors it's sitting in the jars for you to have a lot of colors to be able to use on your pieces. And I think that becomes an important part if you want to get the most out of the colors that you do have on hand and to extend them out. Um, that makes the most sense. You know, you should never have paints that dry up on your shelf from the standpoint of it could have been mixed with something to make a color that you needed or wanted or could have used. So I just wanted to give you a bit of theory how I record it. You know, I keep these charts. I can show customers these colors. If they're looking for a specific color, then I can pull those out and be able to show them. Today's was using the IOD transfers. I did list this little board because it's not quite as Christmassy as the others. The other project that I did with with all the stands, the signs on the standards, I'll list them, but I'll list them, you know, maybe as soon as November hits. But this one is just a little bit more winter themed. It's a little bit more Christmas neutral. This may be the way to go. Even though I called it a Christmas bird tray, it is on the website for $11 and is just a sweet little tray. You can use it decorative, standing up on a credenza, down on a tabletop as part of a vignette, or, you know, serving items on it. Friday's video. So this upcoming video is due to the request of a lot of you. Last week, I think, I did a video with a bunch of cork ornaments. So ornaments made out of wine corks and champagne corks. And it was very popular. And I got a lot of people ask me, but what about, can you show me? So I've done another video with more cork ornaments. So 5 new ones. I'm going to show you how to be able to make a reindeer, which forms the basis of any kind of horse or a zebra or, you know, anything like that. So you know how to make that one, then you can make any of those. We're going to make a cute little mouse. So I show you how to be able to make the mouse, and we're going to make an owl, super sweet, and a tree and a wreath. So nice, quick little projects, but super fun to be able to make and decorate a tree with, or, you know, to attach one onto presents, that sort of thing. So that's going to be Friday. If you haven't watched them, jump on, do that. I added a link to the previous cork ornament video as well, just in case you missed it and you see the one on Friday and you want more, go back and watch that one. Okay. I have also listed 3 classes on the website taking place in November. The first one is going to be alcohol ink ornaments with glitter. So whether you're doing plastic balls or glass balls, it works equally well for both. Both available in the class. Limited number of the plastic, but it should be fine. And a couple of the lentil shape if participants want to do that. Again, class size is limited, so you have to jump onto that. The second one that I have listed is we're going to make ornaments for the tree from felted sweaters, and felted sweaters are shrunken sweaters. So they're all going to be made out of wool, and we're going to do some trees and some wreaths and some ornament balls and anything else that occurs to us that we want to be able to do. So that one's super fun, and it's super easy, and I'm going to say is child friendly, but age appropriate child, and they have to be there with you. So yeah, if you've been in my shop, you understand nobody's dropping off 6 children for me to take care of in the shop without their parent being here. Not going to happen. But that one, if you were looking for an activity to be able to do with your child, That's a good one to be able to attend. And then the last one and the alcohol ink ornament too. Age appropriate children could accompany you and do that one with you as well. The last one of the month is actually doing cork ornaments. So if you've watched the videos and you would like to do it live with me instead of trying to follow along in the video, then I have that one set up at the end of the month. Or if you just don't have the corks and the materials and you just want to come and use mine, then that one's at the end of the month as well. That one I'm not recommending for kids because we do need to use like box cutters, X-Acto knives, that sort of thing to be able to cut the corks and hot glue and that sort of thing. So my preference is you learn how to do it and then you can go home and teach your children, and any cut fingers is not my problem at that point. But yeah, I just, as soon as a box cutter is in there, I don't consider it child friendly, really. I mean, teen friendly, sure, but child friendly, no. So use your discretion on that one. But again, limited class sizes, and that will probably be it for classes for the year because usually December people are too crazy busy. Fusion sale. I've got people asking. I had some people in the shop asking. There will be a fusion sale coming up this month. I don't have time for it next month. So it's going to be this month, and then next month, there'll be something around Black Friday. I don't know yet, haven't decided, but there'll be a Black Friday something. Okay, let's jump into the stuff that I've brought in this week, which is some pretty cool items. It always gets me excited because they're always new and different, and you know, I get excited about the finding process of this. So the first thing that's up, which may seem like a weird item as we go into the winter months, is this big picnic hamper. But I gotta tell you, I love this as a decor item because it's got the flip down side. Sorry about the bumping. We got a little bit dizzy. Because this, think about this just beside a couch with a throw blanket just kind of popping out, or you've got this beside a table or up on a hearth and you've got some big Christmas trees or branches, right? Fir branches sticking out with some pine cones on them and things. So it's definitely an item that I would use decoratively because I really don't go on any picnics, but I love the look of this kind of picnic basket, this old school kind. And I really think of it as a decor item more than anything else, but it certainly can be used as a picnic basket. So no problems with that one. So $14 for that one in the shop. Need to keep my glasses on now. We've got this super cute little dog biscuit jar. So it's got the clamp down lid on it, light blue with yellow polka dots, funky little dogs. And I don't know if that furry thing is supposed to be a cat. Maybe it's a cat. I think of it as dog biscuits, but cats get treats too. $9 for the, everything else is a dog. So that must be a dog too. Okay. This guy, again, a lot of times, all right, I'm going to hold this so it doesn't make noise. A lot of times we think of these more as the summer, but there is nothing wrong with wind chimes being able to be out in the winter. And this one, because it's all clay and it's got the clay parts, certainly is going to be hardy enough to be out there in the winter time if you want it, or put it away for the summer. Great stocking stuffer for someone that you know enjoys wind chimes in summertime. And this one is particularly lovely with some handcrafted clay beads on it. It's got embellished raised relief butterflies on it, and it is only $7. All right, let's go for this one. Now this is a country wear from England Ye Old Cottage. This is from the 1940s. So this is an old piece. And I got to tell you, usually when I see these, so this is a little biscuit jar as well. Usually these are really badly chipped up. So whether around the edges or, oh, I always have three. I don't know why. Excuse me. So whether like around the chimney or whatever, this one is in awesome shape. I mean, there's not really even any crazing. So made in England, it's got its stamp from Price Kensington. So it's just a really, okay, maybe one tiny little chip back here as I look, just a glazing chip, nothing else. Just a super cute, awesome little piece from 1940. And I think that I would have looked at the price when I was down there. And it's $16. I have my Mexican tonala plates from last week sold already. The buyer came into the shop specifically, knew right off that they were Ken Edwards. And it was like, okay, well, you know what you're doing then. I have another little Mexican tonala plate. This one is a little bit more of a shallow bowl with a bird and the fish. It is signed on the back, so it is like El Palomar, Mexico. $9 for this tonala piece. And then the other different thing that I have is this Windjammer pewter plate. Now this is from Country Wear. It has all of its appropriate stamps. It's from 1974, and it's got its trademark stamp. It's got everything. So Windjammer pewter plate for $14. And these typically go for substantially more as a collector item. The really kind of, okay, so the kind of cool, unique thing that I found is this little espresso set. So it is Italian. You have the little porcelain cup, and they're all labeled. So that sits into the silver. It's called Silver 800. So I'm not sure what that means, but it's got its own little sleeve. It's got its own little saucer base. I did see ones similar to this by the same company, which is Weidmann. Weidmann of Italy. And I did see a set of 4 for 77, I think it was 77 US. So this is a set of 5, which I consider, so if there's a set of 5, I don't think of it as being weird. I think of it as being 4 and a spare, right? So you've got this set of 4 and an extra. Yep.
800 silver refers to a silver alloy that is 80% pure.
Okay. So 800 silver is a silver alloy that is 80% pure. Okay. So I didn't know that. So rather than like sterling silver is 92.5, right? This is silver that's 80% pure as opposed to 92.5. Well, that makes sense. All right. So this little unique set is $28 in the shop. I did take a close-up pic of one of the plates, and they're all stamped, the 800, that had a little bit, one of them or two of them had like a little pitting spot on it. Nothing that really detracts from it, I don't think. And all of them need a silver polish, but I'm not going to do it. It's like, no, they come as is. They come as is. You guys can do that part. All right. I have a bunch of cups and mugs this week, and I have some others for next week. I just was finding lots. So this is a set of 4 that they're all different pattern on the outside, different raised relief pattern, different color, and then different patterns and colors on the inside. So a set of these 4 latte mugs that are missing the price tag. I don't know how much they were.
I'll find it.
Okay. I think I listed them. Nick will look it up for us, and then we'll know for sure. I'll flip over to this handmade, super cute little honey pot. So it's got the honey logo on it, speckled glaze with the blue. It's got the cutout at the top for a honey spoon. I didn't list them.
No.
Oh, well, they're for next week. You got a sneak peek of those guys. I probably thought that there were too many cups because I have some other latte mugs coming. So I probably just said, I'll hold them. That would be like me. This is stamped with the maker's stamp that I can't read. I think it's Judy something. Judy Midland. Judy Midland. So $8 for this cute little honey pot. I'm gonna push these over here to you, Nick, so that I know not to put them out on the floor tomorrow. Because otherwise tomorrow morning I'll just start putting everything out there and I just will forget. This is a cute little pink depression glass. So it was actually an ex antique dealer that dropped it off. So I know for sure it's depression glass. Yes.
Tony Daly says, "Oh my gosh, my mom had those same cups. I gave them away." Did you bet them?
I would have taken them, Tony. Okay, got this cute little depression glass. It's got etched. It looks almost like thistle to me as opposed to floral. So etched design, $12. I think that there's one or two little scratches on the inside, which I made note of, but that's me being picky and looking at that. And really, for its age, what would he expect, really? So speaking of age, I have these cute little floral Wade Heath salt and pepper shakers. So I'm selling them for $8, but these guys are from the 1930s. So, you know, there's no chips or cracks to speak of. They've still got their little corks, which is amazing. And for the 1930s, they're in awesome shape. So Wade Heath for $8. And then, okay, so this was just cute. It's kind of a weird thing for me to have, but sometimes I have some weird things. But look at this. So it's a little metal pig up on like a bale of hay or wrapped stack of hay, but it's a kitchen timer. Now, it does work, and I wound it, let it tick down, and it dinged and stopped, but I didn't time it to see if the time was correct, if that makes sense. So you could check, but look at how cute that little pig is. So he's metal, and this is resin, but just super cute for $8, and just an adorable little kitchen timer that is truly unique. So there you go. All right, this, I just love this. It was kind of funky. So it's a handcrafted and signed piece of pottery. Bless their hearts. Look at the big honking handle on it. It's just one of those things that I think is kind of kitschy. I love the yellow with the blue stripes and that almost like woven curled handle on it. I mean, this could be used as like a little mini pitcher. I think I called it a mini pitcher. You know, so you could use it as a little creamer. You could certainly use it as a little flower bud vase too, or just a decorative item, but I thought it was adorable. So $5 for that little guy. These guys. All right, so let me set them up. So a set of 2 of these, they're from Maxwell Williams. They are called Silk Road is the pattern. You have the little bird on the inside. You have the cross-hatched pattern that is replicated on the center of the saucer. They're just adorable. These retail for about $27 each. And we've got them for sale in the store for $18 for the pair. Just lovely. There's no chips, no cracks, no nothing. They're in perfect condition. The gold is fine. It's not worn. They look as new, but I just love that little pattern on those little tiny teacups. Lovely. This, let me do a cake plate. So this cake plate is from Royal Albert. It is the bouquet pattern. There's a little bit of wear, so it's got gold around the outside, and there's a little bit of wear at the handles, which is where you would expect. This is definitely an old discontinued pattern. Apart from that little bit of wear, it is in great shape. On replacements.com, this sells for $100. It's $12 in my shop, but I just love that pattern, just that bright little pattern, perfect for like little petit four tea cakes, you know, Christmas fudge. I don't know. As I'm starting to think about Christmas, I have to live through Thanksgiving this coming weekend first. Then I can start thinking of that. Okay, these mugs for sure. These ones are on the website. They're listed. So a set of two of them, lovely pair, and kind of this slate bluey gray. But check out that handle. It's just kind of this wrapped. It's really quite comfortable. It's a large loop, but I'm in love with the handle. So $14 for this latte mug pair. And then it's not unusual for me to get egg coddlers because I think that there's a lot of people that don't know what the heck they are. So this is a Royal Worcester hedgerow, I think is the pattern. Egg coddler. This one happens to be in its original box with its original instructions. So it even explains how to cook in it and what the appropriate timing is. But this is a great little way of cooking eggs. And yeah, that one's just a single. But so it's not unusual for people to have a number of these, and so they've got different patterns so that each family member would have their own pattern and therefore know which coddled egg was theirs to be able to, you know, you're putting this into simmering water so the lid is on tight to be able to cook the egg. Then you're able to take the lid off. You know, use toast fingers or soldiers to dip into the egg if you want, or you're able to exit it out onto your toast, whatever you want. But this is $10. They usually sell, I would say, anywhere from about $24 to $50, depending upon the pattern. You can get, this is for a single egg, you can get some that are larger, that are a double egg. I'm not sure. I think I have one or two egg coddlers in the shop right now. I think I might have one or two that are the double, that are a 2 egg coddler. So if you're interested, check those out. But I love a nice coddled egg. We already established, I think the other day, Nick makes a great soft boiled egg, but we haven't had coddled eggs in a long time.
I know. You've never made them for me.
I have made them.
Not for me.
Yes. In fact, I made an entire pan of them for Christmas one year, Christmas breakfast one year.
You've got, looks like a set of 3 Royal Worcester egg coddlers for $15.
Yeah, they're the double ones then.
And you've got a double egg coddler single for $15.
Yeah.
And this one here.
Yeah. So that other listing, I think, only has the one left. I think that it had multiple listings and there's only one left. They were sold individually. Okay. this little pottery dish, I loved the glazing on it. It's got like a red rim, it's got a blue green underglaze, and it's got all of this blooming glaze on the side. And then look at the inside. So it is all about, and it is signed on the bottom. It's all about the glazing on this one, just making it really unique and special. $8 for this little handmade beauty. I mean, look at that. Can you guys see? I don't know if the lighting works in your favor. Just lovely. Okay, couple of little pieces left. I've got a little tiny Noritake cream and covered sugar bowl. These sell the set for about $45 online. I don't know why I always put the price tag on a piece that has the lid. They're on the website for $9.50 for this set. And they're just this lovely gold trimmed pattern with pale yellow and pale, almost pink tea roses on them. And the gold is in great shape. So, you know, a little wear, I would say maybe at the top of the handle and the creamer. Sugar bowl, much more intact because people aren't really picking up the sugar bowl by the handle so much, but great little shape for that special little piece. Another set of salt and pepper shakers. Check these guys out. So they still have their little sticker on the back of one saying they're Andrea by Sadak, made in Thailand. And they are little, I think that they look like Siamese cats, right? With the black tail and the little smoky paws, wearing plaid sweaters. Just super cute. So $7 for those salt and pepper shakers. And I did see these online, and I can't remember for the life of me how much they were, but goes without saying, significantly more. Okay, the last thing is this charger plate. Now, this is a Culden of England. This is definitely vintage. Let me see my note on this one. So, yeah, the chrysanthemum pattern for this, the lowest price I saw it for online was $40. So it's $15 in the shop. I loved the combination of the chrysanthemums in the center and then all of the raised detailing around the edge and then the scalloped edges. There's no chips on this or cracks, and no crazing. So given its age, that's really pretty incredible, but it's just kind of a really nice, interesting, unique piece. And again, for its age to still be in such great condition is awesome. So as usual, little smattering of a lot of things. It's kind of my preference. You know, I don't want to show you tons of all one thing. I want to show you a nice mix and see if there's something that catches your eye. If there is, then certainly you can go to the website, queenbeecreationshome.com. You'll find all of these items under the tab New This Week. And then next week, they'll just disperse into their respective categories and we will list the new items. You can also click on classes to be able to see the 3 new classes for November to sign up for any if they appeal. I think that's it for now. Check out the new videos this week. Any views just certainly help us, help the channel, and that's much appreciated. And apart from that, I look forward to seeing you guys next week. Until then, take care.